good evening, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of Soul Dates Live. I am your host and the executive producer of Soul Dates Live, Sean Garvey, coming to you live on so many platforms this evening. Happy Father's Day, first and foremost, to everybody that is celebrating Father's Day, and also happy Juneteenth to those that are celebrating Juneteenth as well, now that it is a national federal holiday. So you get the best of both worlds, both Juneteenth and Father's Day. So I hope you all are having a great time and celebrating both holidays on this magnificent day. Second episode of Soul Dates Live, Sean Garvey. This is the pre-show to the actual show coming up at 9:30. We usually start at 9 o'clock. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Now that I am big time, I've had so many people asking me, Sean, can you do this? Can you do that? Can I invite you to this event, this, that, and the other? And I'm like, yo, I got this show called Soul Days Live that I got to do. And, this is television. So I want to make sure that I am here for you and you on time. And I had to rush to get here, ladies and gentlemen. I had to rush to get here to be a part of a Juneteenth event earlier today. So anybody that's asking me to do X, Y, and Z on a Sunday evening, nope. Because I got to do Soul Dates Live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, I am not accepting any more invitations for certain prior engagements, not during the same time as Soul Days Live, not even on the same day, unless I decide to take a Sunday off and do something with the family or do something in my PT time, my personal time. But I want to be here with you because this is the show in which we take a music lover of all genres or a particular genre and match them up with the same with the person that shares the same music interests as the main dater. We are in for a special treat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is the rock and roll edition of Soul Dates Live. If you missed last Sunday's episode, which is the R&B edition of Soul Dates Live with our main dater, Claudia, you can check it out right now on demand, Spotify, Soul Dates Live. You can go there, and you can also check it out now on 87 FM, 101 The Vibe FM, which is scheduled right now. It's actually on right now at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can check it out right now. Or if you just want to see my attractive face between now and after 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can stay here and stay tuned for the actual show coming up at 9:30 p.m. We have our main dater in the green room. We're going to bring her up in just a few moments. I want to go over a couple of things with you, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a first time, there you go right there, reach1network.tv. You can check me out live on reach1network.tv. If you are on here for the first time watching Soul Dates Live with Sean Garvey, please, ladies and gentlemen, please support the show. It is episode 2. So, whenever you are doing a new show, it goes through what we call in television, the development stages. And what that means that, after a couple of episodes, there's a little bit of fine tuning that needs to be done in front of the scenes and behind the scenes as well. So we please encourage everybody to be patient with us. I just added over the weekend, some new hardware to what I have in my home studio because we had a little bit of discrepancies in our in our first episode in the beginning of the show. But at the same time, the show went smoothly. Shout out to Claudia and her daters for coming on last week's show. But yes, please support the program, ladies and gentlemen, because this is the show in which we want to create genuine connections with people from not just only in the country, not just only in the United States, but around the world. That's what we are striving for. And I know that there are other content that are out there that people tend to criticize and say, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that part of the show or whatever. But guess what? They got 1,000,000 views on there. They got 1,000,000 views. So if you can, please share the video and hit the subscribe button at Beat Break Radio on YouTube. That's Beat Break Radio. We're going to have it as one of the banners up here real soon. But yes, go to YouTube at Beat Break Radio and please support the program. You know what? Better yet, let me make sure I put this on here as well too. Uh, if you want to definitely support, you definitely want to support the broadcaster. Cash App, $reach #1 communications on Cash App. We are also on Patreon as well. There you go, right here. It's going to be below your screen there. Patreon.com, Reach One Communications, and donate today. All right, so donate, support the broadcast every Sunday night at 9 p.m. on Reach One Network.tv. Also, got a big announcement. That's why I wearing this suit tonight. By the way, last week's show, I had nothing on. Well, no. I had on some pants. But I also had on a white beater on because it was too hot. You know, it is summertime. It is hot boy summer. I call it hot boy summer. Some of you are used to saying hot girl summer, but it is hot boy summer because I was hot. I am in Atlanta, GA right now, and it is hot in the dirty South. But things are a little bit cooler this evening, so I said, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna wear a suit and tie and look a little bit GQ-ish tonight for you, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all deserve it. Because I just had on pants and a white beater, and I should have had a fan on because it was definitely hot. So was the show. The show was hot as well. But big announcement for all of my television users out there. We are also on Flow Television. That's right, folks, the Flow Television Network, spearheaded by my radio colleague, the traffic lady herself, ATL traffic lady, Stephanie Starworth. You can check out the show on the Flow Television Network. We will have that as one of the banners on there real soon, so you can check out the show on your Roku TV. So you can only check it out on your Roku TV, but you can also check it out on the internet. So once we get all that information, we will make sure we put that as one of the banners for our next episode of Soul Dates Live. But if you have a Roku TV in your household, go to your Roku TV right now and go to the Flow Television Network. Just type in the Flow Television Network in the search engine box of your Roku TV. And once you go there to the Flow Television Network, you're going to click on what appears to be a rectangular box next to the first one, and all you got to do is just click on there, boom, and it will take you live. It'll take you live to watch the show on your television screen, on your flat screen TV. For all my people that still have analog television sets in your living room, you're not going to be able to watch the show. You're just not. If you still have an analog TV in your household, you can only get it on digital TV. So make sure you download the Flow Television app to your Roku TV so you can watch us live on your Roku television. But once again, definitely support the Soul Dates Live Cash App, $reach #1 communications to support the content. So if you have a Cash App, or if you don't have one already, download the Cash App to your mobile device right now and donate to the Flow Television. I'm sorry, not the Flow Television. We definitely want you to support the Flow Television, but support this show right here, Soul Dates Live. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, I not only work in radio, but I also work in television as well for Amazon. And television is expensive. It is expensive, especially when it comes to production and stuff like that. So here's a future note for all of my future daters out there. We are only accepting serious inquiries only. So if you want to be on the show, if you want to be on Soul Dates Live, we are only accepting serious inquiries only. You see how my eyeballs just got big by me saying that? Serious inquiries only, okay? Yeah, because everything costs money when it comes to doing these type of production projects. So if you are trying to get on here just to get followers for your social media, this may not be the show for you. We are only getting people on who are looking to find love. All right. So I will provide that email address right about now. There you go. SoulDatesLive@gmail.com. If you want to be on the show once again, serious inquiries only. All right. We are only looking for genuine lovers out there like this particular gal who we have on the live stream already. We are still waiting on our other daters to arrive. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can add her on here. Can I add her on here? Not just yet. Can I? Yes, we can. There we go. Hello. Hello. How you doing? Crystal from Texas. Crystal. Good evening.
Hello. Thank you so much. I am honored to be here. And this pillow is how my life currently is. So help me.
Okay, what's it say? Let me get the full wording of it. Good taste in music, bad taste in men. So is that how you feeling right now? Is that how you feeling this evening?
So help me change that, please.
Oh, okay. We want to. Can I get you to center in the middle? We want the viewers. We want the viewers to see your entire face there.
How's that? Is that better?
That is great. That is great. All right. Once again, for those who are just tuning in, this is the pre-show to Soul Dates Live, and I just brought on the main dater, the Bachelorette, the Soul Dater #1, Crystal from Texas, ladies and gentlemen, and she is. I'm gonna pull this music up real quick here. She is. Can I play it for our listeners out here? I'm still trying to get used to this whole. There we go. Can you hear it? You can. That sounds like rock and roll to me. There we go. Rock and roll. All right. Well, I cannot wait to have you meet the 3 male daters that we have lined up for you.
I'm excited.
Are you nervous? Are you nervous at all?
Not. Yes, a little bit, but more excited.
More excited?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm excited as well. To introduce you to these 3 guys. And I know the viewers and the listeners are going to be very excited as well in just a few minutes. So let's unpack some things real quick, Crystal, while we wait for all of our daters to jump on the line. So you just showed us a pillow. Show the viewers the pillow once again that you have next to you. Good taste in music, bad taste in men. What is the story? Why do you have a bad taste in men?
Welcome to my life. Yeah, I have been single for a while, really focusing on myself and career and adventures, and go to concerts by myself, and just looking for someone to complement my life. And it's been hard, honestly. I just didn't want to fall in that box of settling just to do it. So I'm really at a point now where I know what I want, I know who I am, and I'm looking to meet somebody. And the older you get, the harder it is, especially with music choices. For example, as I told you before, I asked friends, let's go to this 3-day rock concert, and people don't want to go. They'd rather go to a 3-day country, 3-day EDM. And so I end up going by myself. And so I am looking for someone who wants to go to all these cool concerts and actually enjoys the same music that I do, because it's such a big part of my life.
Okay. And it's summertime, years after the pandemic, where everybody could not go anywhere, being stuck in the house. And imagine the amount of lonely people we had in 2020 during the pandemic. So we're gonna try to change all those things for you tonight. Okay. Now, we talked offline, and I want us to be very transparent and honest to our viewers and listeners out there. We talked offline about your taste in rock and roll, your music and what have you, but you're more into the late 90 era music. Talk to our viewers and listeners about that.
Yeah, so growing up, kid of the 90s, Smashing Pumpkins came out, Weezer, Bush. Bush was my first concert in high
Okay.
school. So this has special places in my heart. I grew up on Nirvana, Offspring, and all these bands are touring now again. I actually saw Weezer this past weekend. So it's such an integral part. And now listening to what I liked, back then, years later, you actually listen to the words and it's like, what made me like this? And you really dive in so much deeper. And I'm also trying to learn the guitar. I have an electric guitar. So,
Okay.
of course, what made me want to do that was going to all these concerts recently and seeing my favorite bands and trying to learn their music. So, it's been such a integral part of my life. It's given me the hobby of guitar. It's going to see these bands, and it just, you reminisce about high school, you create new memories, old memories. They all kind of just go together, and
Yeah.
it has a special place for me.
It has a special place. Okay. Yeah. And I grew up on those bands as well too. I'm a 90s kid as well. That's one thing me and Crystal have in common. I'm a 90s kid, coming out of the 80s and watching a lot of rock bands in the 90s. MTV played a very important role in showcasing and highlighting a lot of rock and roll bands that came out in the 90s, the Foo Fighters, Green Day. I can go on and on and on, right? But we're gonna do it. We're gonna add a little twist, Crystal, tonight. We're gonna add a little twist.
All right.
Because this is going to be a teachable moment for not just only you, but for our daters as well that are into rock and roll, because we're going to take it further back before Nirvana, before Foo Fighters, before Green Day and all them, the Smashing Pumpkins, because the groups that you name would not be here if it wasn't for the pioneers of rock and roll, or at least some of them, the pioneers of rock and roll. So we're going to make it a bit interesting tonight. And we're going to also have you, ask one or two questions to test the data's knowledge on the 90s era of rock and roll. Is that fair?
Fair.
All right. Awesome. Okay. So I see that we have two of our daters in the queue. So we waited for one more other person. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, please support the show right now. Cash App, $ reach #1 communications. Cash App right now. And let me do this. This is an exclusive, Crystal. The first person to Cash App to donate to Soul Dates Live right now will get a $25 gift card to the Olive Garden. Ooh. The first one to donate to Soul Dates Live will get a $25 gift card to the Olive Garden. So you can take a date to the Olive Garden. Or you may just date yourself and take yourself out and use that entire $25 gift card. So the first person to donate to Soul Dates Live, Cash App, $ reach #1 communications will get a free FREE gift card. $25 gift card to Olive Garden. Or if you're on Patreon, Patreon.com/reach1 communications. If you are a Patreon user, you can do that as well. You can donate to Patreon and get that $25 gift card for you and that special someone by tuning in to Soul Dates Live. All right. So, Crystal, we are almost ready. We are about 10 minutes away before you meet all three daters.
I can't wait to see what you picked for me.
All right. We got you. All right. So we're going to take a 10-minute intermission, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to go get my beverage of choice. Shout out to Jack. You all go get your beverage of choice, Crystal, and for all of our daters out there, including you at home, the viewers and listeners, go ahead and get your beverage of choice, your snacks, your popcorn, whatever you feel like eating on tonight, whatever you feel like snacking on tonight. And we're going to go ahead and go right into this game in just a few moments right here on Soul Dates Live with Sean Garvey and Crystal, our main dater. So don't go anywhere. We're going to take this brief intermission. And when we come back, Crystal will start the questioning process. We're going to go into round 1, round 2, and round 3. All right, let's do it, Crystal. Let's take this brief break, and we'll be right back with more of Soul Dates Live in just a few moments. Right here on the Flow Television Network. We're also on the Flow Television Network, YouTube at Beat Break Radio, Facebook Sean Garvey, ReachOneNetwork.tv, and on SeanGarveyOnline.com. We will be right back. All right, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Soul Dates Live. Let me go ahead and get my engineering skills intact here. There we go. Soul Dates Live, and you know what I got to do? I got to start this rock and roll music in the background here.
Yes.
Soul Dates Live, episode 2 on all your platforms, reach1network.tv, as well as on SeanGarveyOnline.com. Sean Garvey, host of Soul Dates Live, Sunday edition. We're also on Beat Break Radio on Instagram, as well as on the Flow Television Network, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go ahead and give it to you right now. The website is SeanGarveyOnline.com. That's the website. SeanGarveyOnline.com is the website. You can go there right now. And don't forget, like I mentioned in the pre-show, Cash App, Reach One Communications, $ Reach One Communications. And you can also go to patreon.com, Reach One Communications, to show your support for the show thus far. And you will get a $25 gift card. Yes, you will get a $25 gift card to the Olive Garden. So be the first person to donate to Soul Dates Live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the episode 2 edition of Soul Dates Live. Sean Garvey at Sean Garvey ATL on Twitter and on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, we got our main dater patiently waiting for all of us. And she is here, single in Texas, loves rock and roll music. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up. Y'all clap your hands for Crystal. Crystal, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm ready to see who you picked out for me.
Yes, it is good to get well acquainted with you once again. For those that did not catch the pre-show of Soul Days Live, we were talking about your dating life. Has your dating life been like this? Like rock and roll? Has it been like a rock and roll adventure? You shake your head, yes. So just to do a recap before we introduce you to all of our 3 daters there. Just to recap, you are from Texas, and you're looking for somebody that matches the same type of music interest that you are into, which is more so of the late 90s rock and roll era. All right. So expound on that just a little bit for those that didn't catch the pre-show.
Yeah, absolutely. So grew up as a kid of the 90s. My very, very first concert was Bush. Smashing Pumpkins came out. Nirvana was so big. Weezer, Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots. I mean, I could go on and on. And that they just had such a profound impact in my life, and they're all touring now. So
Nice.
I catch as many shows as I can, and I'd love to have someone that likes that kind of music to join me.
You hear that, guys? You hear that? She's into those type of groups, and she's looking for a gentleman that's into the same type of music interest that you are into. What else do you look for? Just out of curiosity, what else are you looking for in a guy?
Somebody that you can talk to. As you get older, you start to take the looks and everything away, and it's someone that's really like your best friend, someone that understands you, someone you can communicate with, and a lot of that also feeds into what your interests are, and someone that has similar interests as me.
Okay. Well, hey, that shouldn't be too hard to find, right? So you ready to get into it, Crystal?
No.
Your family's watching. It's Father's Day. Your dad is watching.
Hi, Dad.
You're laughing like, no, he's not. He's not. I mean, it is Father's Day, and I know your father wants you to get with the right guy. So I'm gonna help you out. Okay. All right. Ready? Let me get some enthusiasm. Let me get some enthusiasm in here. Are you ready?
Show me. I'm ready.
All right. Let's go for it. All right. Our first soul dater, ladies and gentlemen. He is 34 years young. Okay. He's not only into old school rap, but he's also into heavy metal, heavy metal, hard rock. He's a Leo, and he's looking to talk to somebody on an on an intellectual spectrum, but also wants to go to a rock and roll concert as well too. We have Bijon, data number one. Say hello to Bijon.
Nice to
Thanks
meet
for
you.
having me. Hello.
Good. How you doing? Are you nervous? Are you excited? How you feeling thus far?
Yeah, I wasn't nervous, but then the camera came on and you put me on the spot, and now I'm feeling it. You know,
You feeling it already?
that's just part of it. That's part of the fun, right?
Yeah. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she lovely?
Stunning. That's probably why I'm nervous, actually, more than anything. So there you
Yeah,
go.
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but thank you so much for coming on the show. So Data is live. That is Data One Visual. All right, and let's go over to Data number two. So Data number two, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pulling up his information right now. He is from St. Louis, Missouri. Very skeptical on finding the one, especially how the dating culture has evolved, if you want to call it that way. But he's open to meeting people. He's just a man looking for love from the Midwest, trying to make his passion acting into a career, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all give it up for Steven, data number two. How you doing,
Thank
Steven?
you for having me.
Thank you. How you feeling tonight? You meet Crystal. Say hello to Crystal.
Hot.
Hello.
It is very hot.
He said hot.
Air
It
conditioning
sounded like
out
he
and
added
everything
an
else.
extra T.
Ooh.
It sounded like he added an extra T to the word hot.
Oh, I think yeah.
But thank you so much. Data number two, Steven. All right. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, joining with us on data number three, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna pull up his information. I'm trying to find this information real quick, but in the meantime, make sure y'all go to Flow Television. There we go, Flow Television Network. The Flow Television Network. We are also broadcasting live on there. Shout out to Stephanie Starworth. Hello, Stephanie. All right, data number three, 32 years young, ladies and gentlemen. He's into different types of music, including rock. He is a Taurus. Shout out to all my Taurus people out there. He doesn't mind a long distance, Crystal. He doesn't mind that at all, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't mind taking that plane trip or that bus trip to come kick it with you and go to a rock concert or two. So let's bring on data number three, Josh.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello. Hi, Josh. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey,
Beautiful
how you
smile, by
feeling,
the way.
Josh?
Well, thank you.
I'm sorry?
How you feeling, Josh?
I'm good. I'm ready to get started.
You ready to get started? I feel
Absolutely.
that confidence in you already.
Yeah, well, it happens. But she's from Texas. That's a huge plus. I lived there for 4 years, so I'm excited about that.
Awesome. All right, so you ready to get into it, Crystal? You ready to do this?
I'm ready. What are we starting with? What type of questions?
All right, so this is the question. This is the round one. We call it round one to test your knowledge on all things rock and roll. Because like I said in the pre-show, we're going to take it all the way back before the Smashing Pumpkins, before Green Day, before all those groups. Because these groups right here paved the way for the artists that you're listening to right now. So it's just to test your music knowledge on your rock and roll history. All right, so let's go ahead with question number one, Crystal.
All right, I'm going to be impressed if you guys can get these. Some of these are a little tricky. All right, question one. Led Zeppelin was originally named what?
All right, let's go. And by the way, just for housekeeping rules, whoever answers right or wrong, wait. We got to go around the table. So you answer it to the best of your ability, whether it's a right answer or a wrong answer or whatever. Let's wait till we get all the answers from all of the contestants here. So let's start off with Bajor number one. What is your answer to the question?
I'm going to correct you first, by the way. It's Bjorn, not Bjorn.
Oh, Bjorn.
There you go.
Thank you, Bjorn. Okay,
It's okay.
Not Bjorn. So, Crystal, if you match up with him, it's not Bjorn. It's Bjorn.
Yeah, everybody
okay?
does it. It's fun. But let me think. I think I've heard this before. Wasn't it like, I thought it was something like, I think there was bird in the name. Like, was it Yardbirds or something like that?
Okay, all right, that's your answer. Okay, hold on one moment. Let's go to data number 2. Steven, what you got for us?
And that's I know what the first thing that popped in my head ain't right, but I thought White Stripes.
Okay, Steven said White Stripes. What you got for us, Josh? Data number 3.
The New Yardbirds, I believe.
Okay. Crystal, what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is the New Yardbird.
There we go. All right, Josh. One point for Josh. All right, let's go to question number 2. What you got, Crystal?
All right, here we go. Question number 2. What is the name of the rock and roll group who formed in Sydney, Australia, 1973, and whose 8th studio album, For Those About to Rock, reached #1 in the United States? So they were formed in Sydney, Australia, 1973. Their 8th studio album, For Those About to Rock, reached #1 in the United States. What group are we talking about?
All right, let's go to data 1. Bjorn, what you got?
Easy.
All right, data number 2. Steven, what you got?
Oh my God. Mozart.
Okay, that's a good guess. Data number 3. Josh, what you got?
AC/DC.
All right, and the correct answer is
It's not Mozart. So 2 of you are correct. AC/DC.
Yes! Yes, a point for Josh and a point for Bjorn. Yes, Woo! All right. Well, good guess. Let's go over to question number 3. What you got?
All right, question number 3. We're getting into a year. So, what year was Fleetwood Mac inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Okay, data 1. Bjorn, what you got?
Fleetwood Mac, 2017.
Okay. All right. Data 1 said 2017. You said?
Yeah.
Okay. Data 2. Steven, what you got?
2011. That's what. Yeah, 2011 all the time.
Okay, 2011. Okay. Data 3. Josh.
I'm going to say 2012.
2012. Okay. All right. In the 2000s. Okay, Crystal, what is the correct answer?
You guys are all way off. 1998.
1998.
For a while, I thought they were newer.
I thought the Hall of Fame was made in 2003.
There you go.
Yeah, it was 1998.
That was a hard one.
I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, but Josh is still in the lead. Bjorn second, and third is Steven. It's still close to call. Let's go over to question number 4, Chris.
All right, question number 4. This is a tough one. What is the name of the song Bad Company did not create nor perform? Your choices are Can't Get Enough, Shooting Star, Baby I Like It a Lot, or Feel Like Making Love.
Ooh, that's a hard one. Ooh, and she gave me multiple choices this time.
I can repeat those. So it's Bad Company did not create nor perform. Can't Get Enough, Shooting Star, Baby I Like It a Lot, or Feel Like Making Love. This is a toughie.
All right. What you got, Bjorn? Number 1.
Oh, Shot in the Dark. Baby, I Like It a Lot.
All right. That is not yet. All right. Data number 2. Steven, what you got?
You said what was the first one?
So your options are Can't Get Enough.
That was the one.
Star. You want Can't Get Enough?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Steven says Can't Get Enough. All right. Data 3. Josh, what you got?
All right. I know it's not Shooting Star. I know it's not the first one you mentioned. Repeat the last two for me.
Baby, I Like It a Lot or Feel Like Making Love.
I've heard Feel Like Making Love before. I just don't know if they sang it too. So I can see them singing it. So let me go with the Baby, I Like It a Lot. I think that one's correct.
Okay. Okay. Josh said, Baby, I Like It a Lot. And just so we're clear, Data 1 Beyond, you said, Baby, I Like It a Lot as well.
That is correct.
Okay. What is the correct answer, Crystal?
Baby, I Like It a Lot.
Woo! There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. That is the correct
I'm
answer.
impressed.
Baby,
That was a hard
I
one.
like it. All right. No, that is not the name of the song that Bad Company performed. They performed the other songs, created the other songs, but it wasn't Baby, I Like It. All right. So point for Bjorn as well as a point for Josh as well. Steven, you still got time. Let's go to question number 5.
All right, question number 5 is going back to the 70s. So this one might be a little tough. What is the name of the American rock band that the magazine publication Rolling Stone hailed them as the perfect musical anti-heroes for the 70s? Who did Rolling Stones name as the perfect musical anti-heroes for the 70s? This is a tough one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's no choices either. Sorry.
No multiple choice. That's a tough
No
one for
multiple
me.
choice on this one.
Data 1, what you got?
Anti-hero musical?
The perfect musical anti-heroes for the 70s, as said by Rolling Stone.
Said by the Rolling Stones magazine.
Uh-huh.
Not the band. Okay. Anti-hero in the 70s. In the 70s, what was around in the 70s? I don't know.
Told you this is a tough one, going back to the 70s.
You got 5 seconds.
Guns N' Roses.
All right. All right. Data 1 say Guns N' Roses. Okay, Steven, what you got?
I can't remember in the 70s, but just like the wording and everything, it kind of fits them, was Kiss.
All right. Steven says Kiss. Okay, what you got? Data number 3.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
I have no idea. I'm just trying to think of a 1970s band. Let's go with Steely Dan.
Okay. Ooh, that is a tough question. Crystal, what is the correct answer?
I cannot believe it, but one of you got it right. I really am in shock on this one. So that would be Steely Dan.
Yeah!
Wow. No way.
Yes. Another point for Josh.
I am super
Amazing.
My dad used to listen to
Go.
All right. We're going to skip a couple of questions. Let's do one more. Let's do one more question here, Crystal.
All right. Like
you pick one. You pick one.
Okay, I will pick one. What hip hop group did Aerosmith collaborate with that told audiences to walk this way?
If any of y'all don't get this, I'm gonna be
Right?
Data 1, what you got?
It was DMX. No, it wasn't. It was
DMX.
Run DMC. Run DMC.
Okay, DMX. I don't think
I was like, DMX.
No, he was still
Run
in his time when that song came out. Data number 2, what you got?
That's because Run DMC sounds right. I'm trying to remember the song itself in my head before I'm gonna go with Run DMC. So it's that LL Cool. Shit. I'll go with LL Cool J.
You're gonna go with LL Cool J.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
It's
Steven is
ridiculous.
gonna go with LL Cool J. Josh, Data 3. Why you got that grin on your face, Josh?
He had the answer. He had the answer and he changed. It's
no. Go ahead. And we don't know if it's right or wrong. We don't know. What you got, Josh?
it's Run DMC.
Okay. All right. What's the correct answer, Crystal?
Run DMC. Not
All right. There we go. Yes. It is Run DMC. Steven almost got it. But no. LL Cool J was influenced by Run DMC.
I mostly want to choose something different on the off chance it was wrong.
But yes,
You say whatever he says, you can't go wrong. Because if he gets it wrong, we all get it wrong.
So yeah, it was.
I'm glad he's going first.
Yeah, Aerosmith and Run DMC. The first time we ever saw a collaboration between a rock and roll band group and a hip hop group, Run DMC, Aerosmith walked this way. All right, so good job on round one, fellas. Good job. All right, we're getting ready to go into round two, in which we like to call Name That Tune. All right, Crystal, how you feeling thus far about all three daters?
This is fun, and you guys are. I'm super impressed with your knowledge. So, but this next round, I am going to try not to sing it, so it's not as easy, and just gonna try to say the words and let you guess the name of the song and who it's from.
Okay, guys, y'all ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay, let's start with the first one.
All right.
Name the
Name the
song
song
and
and the artist. And like I said, I'm going to try to just say it so it's not as much as a giveaway, but in my head, I'm singing it. I have climbed highest mountains. I have run through the fields, only to be with you, only to be with you. I have run. I have crawled. I have scaled these city walls. These city walls, only to be with you.
Now, if that ain't a love song, I don't know what is. Let's go over to Dater One Beyond. What you got for us?
You too. I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
All right, okay. Dater number two, Steven. Name the song, the name of the song and the artist.
Julia Andrews, Climb Every Mountain.
Okay. Good guess. Dater number three, what you got?
I only know this because of the scaled city walls, and I heard this song earlier. Bono sings it. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. You too.
Okay, all right. Crystal, tell the daters what the correct answer is.
Well, Sean, I feel like this matches the dating show perfectly because I still haven't found what I'm looking for. You too.
Awesome. Okay, yes, it is you too.
It's really hard not to like. Good job.
Awesome. Josh get a point. Beyond get a point. Steven, we still gonna catch up. We still catch up. All right. Name the next song and the artist, Crystal.
All right, here we go. I am very impressed with you guys. You guys have this down. All right, name this song and the artist. You've got to whip it up and hit me like a ton of lead. If I blow my top, will you let it go to your head?
I don't know the subliminal message behind that, but maybe Crystal will fill me in offline. Data One Beyond. Name the song and the artist.
You've got to whip it up and hit me like a ton of lead. If I blow my top, will you let it go to your head?
5 seconds.
CZ Top. Give me all your lovin'.
Okay. All right. Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
All
Can
right.
I call a friend?
Data number 2, Steven, what you got?
Guns N' Roses.
Name a song?
Just a song, any song.
Any song. Okay.
Welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle. Okay. All right. Data number 3, Josh.
Do we get points if we just know the name of the song?
You gotta get the name of the song and the name of the artist.
I know it's called "Whip It Up." That's the name of the song, but I can't. The artist is like, I want to say B-52s, but that's not right. I know it's a letter. Whip It Up B-52s. That's the only thing that I can think of.
Okay. Back to Data 1, Beyond. You gave the name of the artist, but name of the song again.
Yeah, I gave both. I said ZZ Top, Give Me All Your Lovin'.
Okay. Crystal, correct answer, please.
One of you is correct. And it is ZZ Top. Give me all your love.
Yes! Beyond. Yes. Give me all your loving. That's what Crystal is looking for tonight. Give me all your loving there. All right. There we go. Let's go to the next one. Y'all guys ready? Y'all guys ready again? It's getting a little bit competitive up in here.
Getting hot.
All right. Next one. Here we go. Another Day in the Park. I think it was the 4th of July. Another Day in the Park. I think it was the 4th of July. People talking, really smiling, a man playing guitar and singing for us all. The hard one.
Yeah, and you know, the 4th of July is coming up, by the way.
Another Day in the Park. I think it was the 4th of July. Another Day in the Park. I think it was the 4th of July. People talking, really smiling, a man playing guitar and singing for us all. This is hard.
It's hard. It's going to get harder, gentlemen. Okay. Data 1, what is the correct answer? Name the song and the artist.
I think it's a city. The song is Friday. Nope. Saturday in the Park by, it's like a state or a city, by Chicago.
Okay. All right.
That's my
Data number 2. Steven, what you got?
That would be me, Steven.
Man, let's go with, you know what, Eagles. And I think they had a song called not Hotel California. You know what? Yeah, let's go with Hotel California.
Hotel California. All right. Okay.
good song.
Data number 3.
I think it is. I think Chicago's right, but I'm going to disagree about the name of the song. I think it's called Another Day in the Park. Because she said Another Day in the Park. So I'm thinking that's the name of the song. I could be wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Crystal,
Well,
what did you got?
To go to Chicago with me Saturday in the Park.
Ah! There we go. Yes. Josh. Almost.
I know.
Yes, it is Saturday in the Park by Chicago.
Good song. I haven't heard it in a while.
Josh and Beyond are in the lead. It's tied neck to neck.
It's tied now?
It's tied up, neck and neck.
Even our shirts almost match.
Yeah, I know. Look at that.
I didn't notice the.
You gotta undo the button.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, undo the
Get
button.
an edge in the
These days,
competition.
button if it.
I didn't even notice that. See how much
Is it
I'm
long
paying
sleeve too?
attention.
What's that?
Is it long sleeves too?
Yeah, I can pull them
Yeah.
up though.
You gotta roll the sleeves.
I think your tattoos are a lot cooler than mine.
Oh yeah, I got the American flag here,
That's
then
awesome.
we got Jesus right here.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I love it. That's
Appreciate
badass.
it.
Wow. All
Nice.
right. Do you like tattoos on a guy, Crystal?
I do. Yes, I actually have a tattoo as well.
Oh, good. Where's it at?
I have a flower vine that wraps from all down my rib cage.
Ooh, that hurts.
Well, I could never do that. I could never do the ribs. I don't know how you guys do it.
It was my 29th birthday present to myself. I thought I'm going to get a tattoo, and I was a teacher at the time, so I couldn't get one that was visible. And I thought, oh, I'll just get a flower vine, and I had no idea how much painful that ribs were.
So you were 29, so you must have got it last year.
Thank you. Bonus points.
Clever.
This was the most painful for me, right around the elbow.
Oh,
Really?
Really bad.
all right. This next one, I am going to have a hard time not singing it, but I'm going to try.
It should be easy.
Yes. This one should be easiest out of all of them. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, and I'm wondering what you're dreaming. Wondering if it's me you're seeing. Then I kiss your eyes and I thank God we're together. And I just want to stay with you in this moment forever. Forever and ever.
Ooh, man. Who coming up with these questions and these lyrics? I mean, you are really trying to find love, Crystal. All right, Data 1, name the song and the artist.
Yeah, that's Aerosmith. I don't want to miss a thing.
Okay. You know, Bjorn got a bit of chops there. I heard you humming a little bit.
I was trying, but then I was like, no, I can't give away my crappy singing voice. That's not good. Yeah, plus.
Okay. Data number 2, Steven, what you got?
I'm gonna go with what Data number 1 said.
And that would be, just for clarity
Aerosmith.
purposes. Okay.
Now you get, yeah.
All right. Okay. Data number 3, Josh.
I'm gonna take it one step further and name the name of the singer because dude looks like a lady. It's Steven Tyler, Aerosmith. I don't want to miss a thing.
Oh, okay. He's saying, okay.
That's me.
The correct answer, Crystal.
So I don't know about you guys, but I cannot listen to the song and not think of the movie Armageddon.
Oh, yeah.
But it is Aerosmith. I don't want to miss a thing.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yes, Aerosmith. I don't. That's one of my favorite songs.
It was hard for me not to want to sing it as I was saying it.
That'll give it away though.
I tried. All right. We've got 2 more. You want to do 2 more, Sean, or just one?
Let's do 2 more. Let's do 2 more.
2 more of these. All right, here we go. Name the song and the artist. Oh, I'm in love and it feels so good because I need her. Don't mistreat her. And I tell her so. When I saw her and she looked my way, I was lonely. She was my only. And I've got to say that.
All right. Well, it's getting, like I said, it's getting harder and harder. Data number 1. What you got?
There's not a lot of clues in this one.
There are not. Yeah, no, that is tough.
Am I allowed to give a clue?
You are allowed to recite it again.
Or that, yeah. That could be. Well, yeah. Are you allowed to repeat it?
I'll repeat it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in love and it feels so good because I need her. Don't mistreat her. And I tell her so. When I saw her and she looked my way, I was lonely. She was my only. And I've got to say that.
Isn't that the no, it's not. It's
5 seconds.
Dress to Kill. Aerosmith. No, it's not Aerosmith. It's what's the band I said earlier? Dress to Kill by Kiss.
You said Dress to Kill by Kiss?
Yes, I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. All right. Data number 2. What you got?
Man, musicians really have relationship issues, don't they? Like, yikes. Good God. But I would say Dress to Kill by Kiss.
Okay. Dress to Kill by Kiss. Okay. Data number 2 says, as well as data number 1. Data number 3, what you got?
So I have no idea. So to err on the side of caution, I'm going to say that, Dress to Kill by Kiss.
All right.
I wanted to guess.
Everybody
Part of me wanted to guess Blondie, but I don't know for sure. So I'm gonna err on the side of caution.
All right, Crystal. Let the people know what you got.
So Kiss is correct, but the name of the song is Anything for My Baby. I'm impressed you got Kiss.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Should we
crazy.
give them half a point? Should we give them half a point?
0.5.
It's gonna balance out. It doesn't matter. It's gonna balance out.
All right. We give everybody half a point. Bjorn, Steven, and Josh. We'll give y'all half a point there. All right.
Nothing.
All right. So the last one of these. Have you seen her? So fine and pretty. Fooled me with her style and ease. And I feel her from across the room. Yes, it's love in the 3rd degree. Ooh, baby, baby. Won't you turn your head my way? Ooh, baby, baby. Ah, come on. Take a chance. You're old enough to. Dance the night away. Woo, come a girl. Dance the night away.
She ain't talking to me. Data number 1, what you got?
Yeah, that is the I think that's the name of the song. Those 2 last lines. Dance. What was it? Dance with me? No, wait. It was dance the night. Dance the night away. Dance the night away. It's the song. And it's either Led Zeppelin or no, Dance the Night Away by Van Halen, Dance the Night Away.
Okay. All right. Data number 2, what you got?
I thought it's Dance the Night Away sound like the song name, but I thought it was ABBA.
Dance the Night Away by who? Name of the group.
ABBA. ABBA.
ABBA. Okay. All right. That is Steven. All right. Data number 3. Josh, what you got?
Dance the Night Away, Eddie Van Halen. The band's name is Van Halen, not Van Hagar, but Eddie Van Halen's got it.
Okay. Crystal, what you got?
Dance the night away, Van Halen.
There we go. Hey! All right. There we go. Josh and Bjorn got it correct. Yes, Dance the Night Away by Van Halen. All right. This has been round 2 of Soul Dates Live with Sean Garvey, our main dater, Crystal from Texas. All right, we only got 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds to go. All right, we still hanging out with Bjorn, dater number 1, as well as dater number 2, and Josh, dater number 3. We about to go into the 3rd round, which is going to be a little bit more intimate. And Crystal is just going to ask you some questions based off of the music still for the show where music love meet Soul Dates Live. We get to donate to Cash Out, $1 communication to support content. And you can also follow my Patreon out there. Go to patreon.com/communications and car to the Olive Garden so you can take your date to the Olive Garden, or you want to date yourself. Okay, take yourself out to the Olive Garden. All right, make sure you just pick up some bread before you go. Hey, Crystal from Texas, ladies and gentlemen, is still on the live line with us right here on the Flow Television Network. We're broadcasting live on the Flow Television Network, as well as Beat Break, YouTube, Beat Break Radio, Reach One Network.tv, and Sean Garvey Online.com, Facebook, and on all platforms. Crystal, how you feeling thus far? All three daters, we're getting close.
Hey, their knowledge is impressive. I like it. This is fun. Thank you guys. Thank you, Sean. This is so much fun.
This is so much fun. All right, we're getting close. All right, so round 3, you get to ask all 3 gentlemen questions that you like to ask them centered around your musical taste. So the floor is all yours.
All right. Am I asking the same question to every dater?
You know what? Let's switch around a little bit. You can ask one question per dater, one different question per dater. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. We'll start with dater number 1. What song would you play in your car on our first date and why?
And this is for dater 1, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Be on. There you go.
Well, I'm gonna go with because I think I overheard earlier right before I came on, just to prove that I'm a good listener. You were talking about I think you mentioned Bush and Bush with it's one of my favorite songs. What is it? Glycerine.
Yes.
No, that song, that's a good one. That's a very, nostalgic kind of, it puts you in a certain, I don't know if it would be a first date. Was this, you said like a drive to our first date? Is that what you said?
Our first date, yeah.
Right. No, I think I'd still put it on just because, it's a vibe. I'm not sure if it's as much of a romantic vibe, but it's still a vibe that can loosen you up and kind of like get in that melancholical kind of like mood and open you up to, I think, talk about things and stuff. And yeah, I'm going to go with that. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you listening ahead of time and remembering that. And anyone that puts Bush on in a car, good for me.
All right.
All right.
You ready? Let's go to, you want to go to dater number 2?
Dater number 2. What song helped you get over a heartbreak and why?
Ooh. What song helped me get over a heartbreak and why? Ooh, that's
Taylor Swift.
I mean, my heartbreak is a bit different. So it's like oh man, that's truly, because music is like, especially something like that, it's a moment thing. It's a spur of the moment. So it's like I could come out and say like different songs, but like true honesty, it's because it was because death was involved. So
Well,
it's
sorry.
like I guess the you think
That's tough.
apologize maybe.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Wow.
Happens.
All right. So everyone, yeah, you're right. Everyone, I feel like every heartbreak's a different song, right? Mine would have been at one time "Fools on Parade" by Rage, right? Help me get over.
Yeah, some people might like be more vengeance based if they were cheated on, or
Yeah.
some people might have been like, just depends on the situation, obviously. And mine was
Absolutely. Yep.
Alanis Morissette. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Shout out to Alanis Morissette.
That's
yes,
the
shout
vengeance
outs.
You ought to
It
know.
is ironic, don't you think? All right.
She was one of my huge crushes, by the way, too.
What? No,
Just thought I'd let you know. Go ahead.
You ought to know. You ought to know was about the guy from Full House, not Uncle Jesse, the other one. That's what that song's about. Yeah,
Bob
I read
Saget.
that the other day. I didn't know that. They dated right around that time the song came out.
Interesting.
awesome.
Some trivia.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Dater number 3 then. Question for you. What song gets you in the mood and why?
Mood for what?
The mood for sex.
Welcome to the Jungle, Guns N' Roses. That's an easy one.
Without hesitation.
I thought you were going to say working out. I was like, that's a different song. But yeah, Welcome to the Jungle, Guns N' Roses. That's easy.
All right. What's the working out song then? What's the version of that?
Honestly, lately it's been "You're a God" by Vertical Horizon. I don't know why. It's just I like the upbeatness of it. So or anything by Disturbed. That's a safe one. Right? So,
all right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the answers. I love the answers. Okay.
All right. Next question. And I think I just want to ask this to every dater. Just real quick. If you had a chance to go on a date with a singer, who would it be and why?
Who are we going with? Data 1, 2, or 3?
Can I ask all 3 of them just to get real fast?
Sure.
All right. I just want to see. I want to see who would they want to go with?
A singer.
So we're going with Data. We're going to go to Data 3. Data 3.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, looks wise, it'd probably have to be Carrie Underwood. She's beautiful, right? But if it's just like, as far as like just talented artists and everything like that, I'd probably go with Alanis Morissette. I love her voice and I love her music. So.
I like how you broke that down in 2 different parts.
Yeah, because like I don't. Right. Like if it's solely looks, then we're going with Carrie Underwood. But if it's like actual like. If I'm going on a date and I want to get to know her, I want to quiz her about her music, stuff like that, and long-term potential, it'd probably be Alanis Morissette. Absolutely.
Okay.
But I don't want her to write a song about me, so that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dater number 2. Who would your singer be and why?
I think I would. Because ideally, if you're on a date with someone, you want similar interests right out the gate, besides just like maybe a profession, like similar like taste in like shows, entertainment, things like that in general. And I'm trying to think because Billie Eilish, but she's not too young. Because me and her do have a lot of similar interests in things I notice. Miley Cyrus maybe.
For her talent, looks, mix of both.
Personality. What their personality seems like. Now, admittedly, I've never met either of them, so maybe they're nothing like that. But from what I know, yeah, through their personality. Because they both, like I said, they're both attractive, but like beauty's the eye of the beholder. One person finds beautiful, another can find hideous. So it's kind of hard to say just because of looks. But I feel like I would actually get along with those 2 because like their interests and what they've been through and stuff like that.
Right, dater number 1. Who is your singer of choice?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same answer, Miley Cyrus, because she seems cool, especially now after she changed up her music a little bit, doing some more of that rock stuff. She seems like a genuine cool person to just sit and talk about random stuff with. It seems like you could have a discussion with her and talk about music or pop culture, whatever it is, or even get philosophical about things. And it seems like a person who you wouldn't get bored of talking to about anything really. So that's the main reason. And she's cool and she's attractive. So I think I would that would be my first pick. And I don't know why, but Demi Lovato popped into my head as well. I don't know. I'm not listening to a lot of her music, but she's pretty, and I don't know. Her face just popped into my head just now, so I guess that's my second guess. I'm sure she's great to talk to as well, but yeah,
that's valid.
Hey, great job. Give me a little bit more into your personalities as well, so I like that. All right, one more question for all 3 of you. What song became the soundtrack to your dating life? Let's start with dater number 1, and we'll go down 2, 3. What song, dater number 1, was the soundtrack to your dating life?
Okay, so I'm I'm gonna get hate for this one because it's like there's been a lot of dates here and there, failed relationships, and whenever a relationship ends or whenever I have a failed date and it doesn't go the way I think it's gonna go, I always come back to Nickelback, Gotta Be Somebody. Every single time. That's my jam. So that's my answer. It just soothes me in a way, like it feels like I'm not as alone, and it kind of gives me like hope for the future. Like I'm sure you've all heard the song. It's like, oh, it's got to be somebody out there, and I always put that on, and that makes me feel better. And to go off on that, I also want to mention that while I'm in something or getting involved with somebody, my go-to when I start daydreaming, it's always Stone Sour with Song 3. It's the name of the song is Song 3. You guys should check it out. It's great.
All right, let's check it out. All right, thank you. All right, dater number 2. What is the soundtrack to your dating life?
This has progressed over time, obviously, and it's not rock per se. It's more of like a pop, but it's called I think it's Stereo Hearts by God, what are they called? Gym Class Heroes.
Oh.
Yeah,
I would have to say that because like everything they're saying is pretty accurate of like situations I've been through. So it's because they're basically asking questions as they're trying to like date this person, be like, would you be able to deal with like this and that? Are you cool with this? Like trying to figure out a process when you do talk to someone.
See, and this is why I love music, because everyone can take it in and it relates to their life and they can make it relate somehow. So, that's why we're all here, because music's so important to us. So, all right, dater number 3.
Okay, so since you said soundtrack, that's more than one song, right? So I would say overall, like at least for the past, it's been Colder Weather by Zac Brown Band. That's not a rock band, but that song's about not having the timing right in a relationship. So like, they were right for each other, but the timing wasn't right. He was stuck in colder weather. That's why it didn't work out. So that's how it's been for me. However, besides that, it would probably be Helena, So Long and Good Night by My Chemical Romance. Just because that's a very deep song, has a lot of deep meaning, and love their voice. So.
All right. Awesome. Well, I have one more question of my own, Sean, if that's okay, real fast.
No, go for it. No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just sitting back.
All right. So this is for everybody. I would like to know the last concert you went to and the next concert you already have tickets for that you're going to. And I'll start with me. So I went to Weezer last Saturday, and I'm going to Matchbox 20 in a couple days.
Oh, I love Matchbox 20.
Nice.
I love it. Yeah.
I didn't know they were still playing.
They all are. It's so great.
I guess so.
All right. Dater number 1. Last concert and the next one you're going to.
Last one was it's been about a month, I think, but that was Shinedown and 3 Days Grace.
Sure.
So that was cool. And the next one, I don't have tickets for it, but I know I'm getting them, and that is Disturbed and Breaking Benjamin, August 5th.
I saw them. I saw Breaking Benjamin with Alice in Chains and Bush on their tour last year. Oh, it was epic. I
bet it was. Breaking Benjamin is one of my favorite bands that I haven't seen yet, so I'm very excited about that.
They're great.
Oh, sure, that should be fun.
I can't wait.
All right, dater number 2. Last concert and next concert.
Next concert I don't have planned yet, but it is the next concert I'm going to is a group called the Black Mages. It's a orchestra rock. And the last one I went to, it was quite a few years ago. I think it's called the Bonfonian Orchestra or something like that. And it's not rock music. It's a lot of like classical, if you will, like upbeat classical, like reinvented of like Dies Irie, rag, stuff like that. Valkyrie Cry. Yeah. But that's the last one I went to. It was years ago. And then the Black Mages is a group, like I said, a rock group that does instrumentals, but I don't know if they're ever going to be like around when they're around. I haven't really looked into it too much, to be admittedly. So.
Thank you. Dater number 3.
Last concert was actually in Texas. This was Maroon 5. That was a while ago. But the next one I have is Semisonic, Delamitri, and what's the other guy's name? Bare Naked Ladies. So it's very diverse group. So I'm looking forward to that one. They're coming to Atlanta soon. So
all right, this is great. This helps me get to know a little bit about you. And Sean, one more, if I can, about a concert. One more.
You want? Yes, I'm gonna go. y'all want her to ask one more question.
One more.
I think she's already getting the idea of who she want to pick. But fellas, are y'all up for one more question?
Let's do it.
Do it. Let's do
All
it.
right. What is, this is to all three of you, what is the absolute best concert you have ever been to in your life? I know it's going to be hard, but I just want to know. Best concert you have been to. And I guess I can start. Mine would be the Taylor Hawkins tribute concert last year at the Forum. It was the most incredible. The lineup was insane, and you would be laughing if you actually read it off and thought, there's no way all those people got together. So that's a once in a lifetime, but that would be my best concert I've ever went to, was Taylor Hawkins tribute concert. All right, let's start dater number 3. Let's go backwards.
The When We Were Young concert in 2022.
How did you go to that?
In Vegas, yeah, like that was insane. But and they had different people, different days. But the days I went, I think it was like Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance. Those are two of my favorites, right? And then they had a couple other people that were actually really good. I can't remember half their names. There are a lot of like openers and everything like that. But like once I saw like the list for that, I was like, I gotta go. You know what I mean?
I looked into that, and I think it was too late for me to get tickets. And at first, I thought it was like a joke because there were so many different bands on there. That
right, a lot of big names.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
And I was hoping they were all going to perform in the same day. But I was like, there's no way that's going to happen, you know. But I was like, let me figure out the main band I want to see, you know. And yeah, My Chemical Romance was up there. So,
all right, data number 2.
I've only been to 2 concerts overall. And I would say the orchestra, the Brown Band orchestra music. Like it's I don't know what it is about, like, you know, live music in general is different. That's why people go to concerts. Yeah. But just like seeing all those people make these pieces of music is just impressive. And it's like, it's more than like a sound type vibe, but it's just a visual at that point. It's like, and this working in harmony, it blew me away. That's what I'm getting at.
I'll have to check that out. I'm not that familiar with it. So thank you for giving me some new music to look up.
Well, they have a studio album too, so.
Yeah, definitely. Dater number 1, the best concert you've been to.
Nice. I'm going to have to go with Skillet and Alter Bridge, House of Blues here in Orlando back in 2000, right before the pandemic actually hit. Yes, because I have yet to see a band that delivers the same energy that where do you go? That delivers the same energy as and I'm going to give most of the credit to, although Alter Bridge was great, but most of the credit to Skillet, because I've yet to see a band that puts on the same amount of energy on stage as Skillet does. The only band that I've ever seen that came close was Papa Roach, but I'm gonna go with Skillet because their energy on the amount of, you know, energy they put into the songs in there, it's just insane. I love them, and they've been my favorite band for a long time, so that might also be part of the reason. But when I got to see them live, and they brought on the cello and they started playing, like, it was just magical. So that's my favorite.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys, Sean. I'm out of questions unless you want me to ask more.
Okay.
Who was the worst concert you've been to? That's a good question.
There you go. Here, because we are having so much fun on the Rock and Roll edition of Soul Dates Live with Crystal. We're getting ready to head to the final stretch here of the game show, but now it is time for all you daters to ask Crystal a question that is non-music related. So this is your opportunity, guys, to ask Crystal a question. It doesn't matter what question it is, as long as it's not music. Okay, so I'm going to start off with dater number 1. And also keep in mind, folks, that dater and beyond are a bit neck and neck here. Data one Data one beyond and data number 3, Josh, are neck and neck here. Steven, you still have an opportunity. You still have a chance, of course. And of course, later on in the broadcast, in just a few moments, we're going to do, Crystal, we're going to do what is called viewer's choice.
Okay.
So the viewers will come on live and they will decide who you should go on a date with, unless you want to go with the person who, won your heart, won the most votes or what have you. But we got that coming up a little bit later. But let's go over to all 3 data, starting with data number 1, beyond. And you have an opportunity, beyond, to ask Crystal any question that you like.
A question?
Well, we can. 2 is the max. 2 is the max. But let's start off with 1.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna jump to get, because you live in Texas, right? That's not my question, but it's a question.
Yeah.
Right. So
that counts as a question.
So if you were, what's that, Sean?
No, go ahead. I was just
so
what Josh said.
Hypothetically, if this was to work out with someone, would you be willing to? How do you feel about long distance? Would you be willing to relocate, or would you expect the other part to relocate if you were to find the tone with someone?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't believe in like that your person is within like a 10-mile radius. I think that's why people settle, because they think that way. I work 100% remotely. I honestly can work from anywhere. So as I told Sean, location does not matter to me. So, and I've got my Southwest Companion Pass, my airline points. I'm a traveler. That's one of my hobbies. So, me hopping on a plane is not something my friends would be surprised about. I love to travel. I've traveled overseas by myself. I travel all the time. Big national park person, big skier, big everything. So yes, I would definitely. I don't think distance is an issue.
Nice, thank you. Okay, well, since you said 2, I'm going to jump to my second one real quick. What is your biggest deal breaker / red flag early on in a relationship that's a good one. Men should watch out for? Thank you.
So I think it varies. I don't think you can have one set for like everybody. I mean, obviously there's some things that aren't ideal, but it's kind of like, what if he's got all these amazing things and he's got this one thing, and like work around it, right? But I'm not somebody that does hardcore drugs or drinks every night. So if somebody has that lifestyle, it's probably just not going to mesh well with me. It's not necessarily a deal breaker. Because that's not my life. I'm more into health and doing activities and going to concerts, having fun, of course. But if somebody has to, be like medicated all the time to have fun, like that would be a
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh.
So you don't want the rock star lifestyles, what you're saying?
What a hypocrite.
Hey, I'm here to prove that you can love rock music and not have to live that crazy
without the lifestyle.
I'll say Keith Richards gets his blood trains like a Chevrolet. I don't know if that's something most people want to deal with in general.
That's fair.
Well, plus, Bjorn, you're in Orlando, right? You got Universal Studios there. You got Islands of Adventure. You've got Busch Gardens. Like, you got everything, man.
We got Disney. We got the whole shebang.
And you got the beach too.
Yeah, I got the beach.
Yeah, we got beaches.
The beach is like 3 hours away. Orlando's a
Daytona.
Right.
40 minutes to an hour. Yeah. But 2 hours if you're going to go to the nice one.
Yeah.
Damn, is there like a beach that's just filled with trash or something?
Probably.
You say a nice one. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's trash beach. Florida trash beach.
That's right. There's a lot of those.
Okay.
All right. Who's up next?
Go to date number 2.
I'll keep it simple. What is if you had to say an activity for your life, what would be your life passion? I know that's very vague in a sense, but if there's something you could say.
So obviously it would, it changes over time, but I think to generalize it, I would say a lifelong learner. So I used to be a teacher. So I taught junior high coach for about 7-8 years. And not only did I enjoy teaching other people, but as I am no longer teaching, I'm learning myself. And so I'm always, every year I pick up a new hobby of something I've never done before and tried it. That's where guitar came in a couple of years ago. So I would say lifelong learner is my passion. And I know that generalizes things, so it doesn't really give you specifics, but I feel like
that answers a lot, actually. You'd be surprised how many people refuse to go outside their boundaries and just stay, like, they don't have the curiosity to learn.
Yeah, I
get what you mean completely.
I have so many hobbies and not enough time, and that's the thing, it's lifelong learner. So great question.
But that's the main one I wanted to know. Just let you go now.
Okay. He didn't have two questions like Bjorn has, so we're gonna go ahead.
So that means I can ask 3, right? No. Okay. All right. So I lived in Temple, Texas, which is about half an hour from Austin from 2017 to 2022. So I'm gonna ask you a Texas specific one. All right. I know that the 3 branches of Texas government are HEB, Buc-ee's, and Whataburger. So prioritize those, 1 being the most important, 3 being the least important, and there is a wrong answer as far as your lifestyle now.
So for me, this is going to be hilarious, but I love ketchup and I'm addicted to ketchup. So Whataburger's ketchup packets are the best. So I would, and it's open 24 hours, right?
Exactly.
It doesn't fit the healthy lifestyle, but you can't go wrong with a Whataburger. HEB and then probably Buc-ee's. Honestly, the Buc-ee's fad, like now that it's everywhere, I don't think it's as special. Like when it was just one, I think it was really cool. But now when you go to Tennessee and I see Buc-ee's in Tennessee, it's like
there's Buc-ee's in Alabama now too, and Whataburger actually.
We got them here too.
But yeah, like Buc-ee's was good because it's like, okay, if I need to get like something to feed pigs and gas, that's where I go. It's like Bass Pro Shop meets a gas station all in one. So
yeah, that's the only thing I'd say. It kind of took off when there was just the one, and it was like the signs on the highway that says 198 miles to Buc-ee's, right? Like that was kind of like cool. Now it's like there's a Buc-ee's everywhere.
Right. Okay, then I guess the
Starbucks.
second. Oh yeah, those are all over too. I guess the second question is, it's kind of like a 2-parter. How long was your last relationship and why did it end?
Yeah, so last relationship, it was 4 years, and it ended because unfortunately he worked long distance, but he worked hours where he had no set schedule. So I still felt single even though I was with somebody. He couldn't go to weddings, he couldn't go to holiday events, he couldn't plan anything because he didn't know his schedule. And so I essentially felt single, and he wasn't ever going to leave that. It was very, evident. So unfortunately, we left on great terms. It was just, I didn't want to feel single and be with somebody.
That's fair.
That's fair.
So fellas, y'all hear that? She wants not only attention, she wants communication. She wants time. She wants effort. Ooh, man, talk about a teacher.
I'm really not it, Sean. I'm really easygoing. Take me to a concert and I'll be happy.
That's what you should want, right? Like nobody wants to feel all alone when you're with somebody. No, I get it.
Okay.
God, I didn't know you guys were going to grill me on questions. Mine were about concerts.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to take a 2-minute break. Okay, we're going to take a 2-minute break to allow the viewers to come on to either text me or put in the chat box on YouTube and let me know who Crystal should go out on a date with. Okay, so far, just to let you know, Josh and Bjorn got the most points from the first 2 rounds. Okay. Now, Steven, of course, he got a couple of points in, but he's also a good catch, just like the other 2 guys. Okay? So, the viewers right now, y'all got an opportunity to put in the chat box who Crystal should go on a date with. We're going to allow the viewers to have some ample time to put in the chat box who Crystal should go on a date with based on music interests and also the questions that the 3 male daters asked her just now. Okay, she can go with either the person who asked or answered the most questions, answered the most questions correctly, or she can go on a date with the person that the viewers think they should go on a date. So before we go to break, let's just go over the 3 daters. Okay, dater 1, Bjorn, of course, not Bjorn, but Bjorn.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he'll correct you. Be careful.
Dater number 2, Steven, of course.
Yes, sir.
All right. Laid back. I like your laid backness. I like it. I like it. Dater number 3. A little fun fact about dater number 3. He's also a former cop, by the way, former law enforcement.
Okay.
I didn't know. I didn't know whether I mentioned that.
That's really the same, but yeah.
Yeah. Josh, actor. And by the way, all these guys right here are actors as well too, but they got some D's on them. They got some muscle on them, by the way too. I know you like muscles, Crystal.
There you go.
Tattoos for muscle.
Look at that guy.
Is that a low-key flex there? Is that what that was?
No, I was stretching.
Very subtle.
Stretching.
All right, so let's take a brief break. Let's allow the viewers to put in the comment section who they think you should go on a date with, and then when we come back, we're gonna give all 3 daters 30 seconds on why you should pick them, or pick one of them rather. Okay, let's go to a break. We'll be right back. Oh, the suspense is killing me. The suspense. I don't even know. I don't know who Crystal gonna pick. I don't know. Now y'all got the numbers jumping on Livestream now. Now y'all got the numbers jumping right here. So let's go to a break real quick, and then when we come back, we will see who Crystal decides to go on a date with. All right, it's So Dates Live with Sean Garvey, and once again, if you want to win that $25 gift card to Olive Garden, cash out $reach1 communications to support the content, or you can go to our Patreon, which is located at the bottom of the screen right about now. Patreon.com, reach1 communication to support the content. All right, so we'll be right back. We're going to tally up the votes, and we're going to see who Crystal decides to go on a date. votes are still coming in. You got about one more minute. One more minute. The votes are still coming in. Data number 1, Beyond. Data number 2, Stephen. Data number 3, Josh. Who you going for? Still tallying up the votes. We still got people commenting in the comment section on YouTube at BEATBREAKRADIO and on ReachOneNetwork.tv and on the Flow Television Network. Who should Crystal go with? And while you are voting, don't forget to go to patreon.com, Reach One Communications, and on the Cash App, $, Reach One Communications to support the content for a chance to win a $25 gift card to the Olive Garden. Cash App, $, Reach One Communications to support the content. All right, we're back.
Right,
we're back. The suspense is killing me. Yes, welcome back to Soul Daters Live. Soul Dates Live. ReachOneNetwork.tv. If you have a Roku TV in front of you right now, you can check out the remainder of the broadcast. Soul Dates Live on your Roku TV. Just search for the Flow Television Network. It's the Flow Television Network. And if you are interested in becoming a dater on Soul Dates Live, make sure to email me, souldateslive@gmail.com. If you are interested in becoming a dater, if you are a single person, you must be 21 years of age or older to be eligible to appear on the show. Okay, so email me, souldateslive@gmail.com. Serious inquiries only, ladies and gentlemen. Crystal, the votes have came in. All right. Do you want to know the majority of the people that voted for? Do you want to know who they voted for?
Yeah, I feel like this is Love Connection. I'm like, tell me who the audience picked.
So, majority of the people on Livestream are going for dater number 2, Steven.
Woo!
Don't look surprised.
Look at Steven's eyes right now.
Good.
Look,
he's actually quite charming.
His eyes look like a deer in headlights. So a lot of people are saying that you should pick dater number 2. We had a couple of people said that number 1 is not bad, but if push comes to shove, dater number 2. Okay.
Did they give a reason for it, or they just gave
they're just like, yeah, because I like the number 2, so 2.
We got one person in the comment section that says number 2, he's awesome. Number 2.
There you go.
One other person says number 2 got Riz. That is coming from Liv Ray. If you want, this is coming from Evie. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Forgive me. Last name is Sullivan. This individual says, if you want love, pick 2. I mean, what are you trying to say? What are they trying to say? I mean, like the people are loving you, Steven. What is going on here?
It's his relaxed vibe, maybe. He's just over there, just hanging out.
That could be.
Oh, good question.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay. Before we go to all 3 daters, Crystal, do you already have an idea in your mind who you want to pick?
This is so difficult. I didn't get long enough to ask them questions.
Well, that is for after the show.
Sure, yeah.
Are you sure? Are you positive that you?
I could say something. I just want to say, choose. I'm not going to get my feelings hurt if you don't choose me, by the way. You should choose someone you really think you're going to connect with.
That could be you, Steven. Don't sell yourself short.
That's I was just going to say, Steven.
Don't sell yourself short.
And you know what I love about this show? I love about this episode. Y'all not bashing each other, by the way. I love it.
Well, I was actually born in St. Louis, so I can't knock Steven. So Emo's Pizza's great. Cardinals are off to a rough year. That's okay. But
I knew they were going to be anyways.
Well, I'm feeling sarcastic vibes from you, Josh.
No, I'm serious.
No, they are going pretty bad.
No,
IMOS, Emo's Pizza. You know Emo's Pizza, right, Steven?
No, yeah, most definitely.
See.
It's overpriced, but it's delicious.
Square beyond compare. That's what it's called. Provolone cheese.
All right.
Real provolone.
Yes.
I don't know if they have that where I'm from.
Y'all making me hungry. I done drunk all this wine. Now I want to get some pizza afterwards. Okay. All right. Maggie. And this is not even New York. This is Atlanta. All the pizza joints are closed down. Thank you, Josh. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So each dater, all of our male daters for Crystal, each one of them will say in 30 seconds why they should go on a date with you, Crystal. So let's go ahead and start with dater number 1. Bijon, why should Crystal pick?
What you call me?
I said Bijon. I didn't say Bijon.
He said number 1. He said number 1.
Oh, he said number 1. Yeah, play it safe and say dater number 1.
Anybody now. Let's take it easy.
I didn't say, and at least I didn't say Dijon, like Dijon pizza now. I mean,
Yeah, they always go with that joke. They always do that. They say, "Oh, it's not delivery, it's Buongiorno." Yeah, that's great.
Well, if it was delivery, you would know because you pay for it.
There you go.
That should be just pressing, not delivery itself.
Right.
I mean, just Arno.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm up. Yeah.
Yeah.
The clock started. Okay, I don't know. Selling myself here. Let's see. Well, I mean, what can I say? I've got an accent. That's a start, right? I don't know if you picked that up yet, but I'm originally from Norway, So as I always like to say, if it ain't foreign, it's boring. I don't actually say that, but it's kind of funny. And I don't know if you were to go with me, then I would take you to the northern countries, and I'll let you see the northern lights and the fjords and the midnight sun eventually. And I'll teach you Norwegian, so you get to learn a second language for free, basically, a language that you would probably never get any use for here in the US, because I always tell people I'm bilingual, but I can't really use it. But I'll teach you Norwegian, and we have a lot of fun. I'm a great communicator. I'm great at expressing my feelings, but I can also be a protector when need be. So you get the best of both worlds. So that's my pitch.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
I like that. All right. Okay, data number 2. Steven, people's favorite right about now in the comment section. Steven, why should Crystal go out on a date with you?
I mean, we're humans are creatures of flaws, so I'm going to give a positive and a negative because everyone has those. I'd say the positive with dating me is honesty. You get pure honesty and loyalty because it's really hard to remember lies constantly. So I just choose to say honesty and what's real, so I don't have to remember if I fuck up later. Pardon my language.
I like that.
Good.
But the negative side is I'm a guy that takes everything like I would because of life experiences. I take everything very slow, admittedly. So it's like when I say slow, I mean like friends, and then it's something that needs to be built over time. It's not. I don't believe a relationship should just be, and that's it. It's something that ideally should be growth and made over time. So that could be seen as a negative, I would say. But I want to hang out with number one because I've never been to Norway.
There you go.
So if you
I'll throw you in the suitcase too.
Okay, number one.
Let's all go.
There's nothing wrong with taking it slow, Steven. There's nothing wrong with that. Guys want to move too fast. I respect that. Take it slow. That way you don't get your heart broken. That's a good idea.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. Number three, Josh. I like Josh, by the way. I love it.
No. Everybody likes number one. No, I'm kidding. And number two. No, I'm kidding. So I know this is the part where I'm supposed to convince you to pick me, right? But I'm not going to do that. I'm big into the law of attraction. What you think about, you manifest. And I want you to choose whoever's best for you. If that's number one, if that's Steven, that is your prerogative, right? I hope that's me. I can show you a good time. I'm no hero. I'm a medevac pilot. That's my 9 to 5. However, if that's not me, then I wish you the best. I just want you to be happy. So I want you to pick 1, 2, or 3 based off of what you feel. But what I've learned about the law of attraction is that if anything's meant to be for me, I don't have to force it, and I'm not going to do that. And you shouldn't have to do that either. So.
Now, out of all the dating shows that I have heard, from Love Connection all the way up to the recent ones, I have never heard a contestant say that. That is my first.
Is that good or bad?
I would say good. I think it's concerning that you haven't heard it on other shows, but it's good that you brought it up because that is true.
Right. Yeah. Whatever you think about most, good, bad, and indifferent, you track back to you. So, if it's meant to be for you, it will be. If it's not, it won't. And there are no mistakes.
I like that. See, that's why I need to donate to the Sundays Live Cash App. $ Richmond Communications. All right.
There you go.
All right, Crystal, are you ready?
No.
You're not ready? Do you got one more question? We can only allow you to ask one more question.
No, I'm good. I want to first thank you, Sean, for this opportunity. This was so much fun, and you brought on incredible contestants. Like, you guys seem like I would have fun going to a concert with any of you. Like, everyone's different. Everyone's got their unique personalities, and I can relate to all of you, which is, I had no idea what to expect, Sean. So thank you for bringing on really cool, normal people.
Oh, yes. That is a compliment that is well received. Thank you.
Yeah, I had no idea what to expect. So hopefully, guys, same thing. Hopefully you found me as cool, normal. So I appreciate all of your time. You all see, like I said, you all seem great. You have so many. If I could just take them all and combine them into one. But I think, God, it's so
okay.
tough.
Wait a minute. The suspense. Sorry. Data number 1. Bjorn. Not Bjorn. Bjorn.
You almost, you had it. Yeah.
Data number 2. Steven. Data number 3. Josh. All right. Go ahead, Crystal.
All right. So I am going to go with, and the reason I'm going with this is because, they say that thing, like, you're never in competition with anyone because you're your own person. And the older I get, the more I truly believe that. Someone's always going to be prettier. Someone's always going to be better. Someone's always going to be smarter, richer, right? But the right person for you it doesn't matter. So you're never competing against everyone, and you can be friends with everyone, and no females a competition, no males a competition, right? And what Josh just said at the very end hit me and made me think of that. So it's very tough, but I'm going to go with Josh.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It was the ATB question that went you over, right? Or that was it.
We all go to Norway? Let's all go to Norway.
Yeah, let's go to Universal Studios.
Universal Studios.
Now let me know when you guys are here.
Awesome. Congratulations, Josh. Okay, tell the viewers, tell the listeners right now how you are feeling right now.
I'm excited, law of attraction. That's exactly what it is, right? It's like, if you believe something is yours already, it will be, right? And I'm grateful for the opportunity. Beautiful woman. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to spending time with you. And I want to thank the other two guys. Like, you guys seem like great guys too. So nice meeting you guys as well. But no, I feel grateful. Thank you so much.
All right. Before we exit, Bjorn and Steven, I want to go to you, Steven. Any last remarks for Crystal before we let you go?
No, I will say I had fun tonight, like hanging out with y'all and everything. But like, yeah, I hope you guys do good. Human relations are always interesting, how they always turn out. So, but thank you, and also thank you for having me, man.
Thank you, and we will be in touch. Okay, all right, we will be in touch. You have another chance to find your love of your life.
You don't have to do that.
Soul Dates Live. Okay, so we'll be in touch. Okay.
Steven, you're the fan favorite. You got to come back.
Yeah.
You bring the numbers in,
man.
Yeah, man.
People are wrong. The people are wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. They're wrong.
You're just trying to be humble. That's what you're doing. It's working, but
he's definitely a fan favorite. He's just being humble. I like it.
He's being humble.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Steven. All right. Bjorn. Yes. Any last words for Crystal before we exit you from the stream?
Thanks for the opportunity. This was fun. Thanks for giving us the chance to, come on and chat with you and get to know you, both of you, all of you. It was great, and best of luck on your encounter, and I hope it works out. And thank you, Sean, for having me, and that's that.
Well,
your knowledge was absolutely incredible. Like, I don't know where you have all that stored in your brain, but I am super impressed. Man.
You helped me out too.
Yeah, What's that?
I said you helped me out too. That was great.
Yeah, there you go. See, you gotta help each other out.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Is this when I leave?
No, you take out. No.
Well, thank you so much, Bjorn, and we'll be in touch, by the way, too. Okay, we'll be in touch. All right. Okay. Last but not yes, Josh and Crystal. All right. So yeah, take a moment to soak this all in. Crystal and Josh, y'all go ahead. I'm gonna just let y'all have the flow. And,
Sean, I want to know, who was your pick?
Who was my pick?
Yeah.
Ah!
You a question on here.
You did say that you liked me towards the end. I don't know if you're trying to influence her decision or
Who was your
pick? My feelings were hurt because nobody voted for me.
I would say it was a tie between Josh, you, and Steven, because I have this thing where I root for the underdog, right? I root for the underdog, for the person who is not there yet in the beginning, but catches up later on. So I still had that hope in me, but I was like, oh man, Josh got that swagger. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I was just curious, if you were picking, who would you have picked? So I had to ask you that.
I have to go with Josh, and I have to go. I'm being honest. I got to go with Josh and Crystal. I'm sorry. I got to go with Josh.
Well, Sean, I want to say thank you. This was so much fun. Like exceeded my expectations by far. Thank you. Like this was I don't know, Josh, if you feel the same way, but I have
absolutely. So that was one of the rules too. I was like, make sure you have a brunette on the show. So like that's
I don't. Well, he did tell me that offline about it.
Yeah. I don't mess with blondes anymore. So that's good.
Okay, so we may have a bit of a love connection there. Okay, so I want to know, because the viewers want to know what is the next step. What we're going to do after this.
Well, I added him on Instagram. So check
did you? Okay. I'll call you back right now.
And we're gonna figure out a concert that's coming up. That would be my ideal situation to meet at.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna bring you back on in a couple of weeks to do a follow-up to see how everything with y'all. I mean, I'm already looking at y'all. Y'all look good together. I'm already looking at y'all. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what we all about. We all about creating memories and bringing genuine connections on. Okay, so we
be like a mosh pit first.
Any last? I love it. Any last words to just I'm just gonna be in the background. Like I'm a hopeless romantic. So what do you want to say to Crystal, Josh? The floor is all yours.
Well, I want to say thank you for picking me. It means a lot. But no, I'm looking forward to getting to know you. And I like what you said about your last relationship. I like how you don't have any. Oh, sorry. What am I doing with my mouse? I like how you don't have any animosity towards your ex. You guys just, didn't work. You're still civil about everything. That's good. Now, if you said like, oh, he's a POS, blah, 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 I'd be like, yeah, what did he do? You know what I mean?
Is that why
sometimes that's warranted, right?
Is that why you asked that question, to see my response if I was going to be like, he was a horrible person?
Well, I mean, and sometimes that's true, right? But I mean, I believe that life is like 10% what happens to you, 90% what you do about it, right? So like, I've been cheated on in the past, and it is what it is. And like, I still want those people to eat, just not at my table. You know what I mean? And that's why I think that's an important question to ask, just to see where you're at. You know what I mean? But obviously, you're mature. You got a good head on your shoulders. So like, I wouldn't expect you to have that Alanis Morissette answer. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you didn't.
See, I thought you weren't interested after I said I didn't live that party rock style, life. I thought you were.
No, I get drug tested. No. That was a joke. I get drug tested. I can't. So I do drink on occasion, but not much. So.
Yeah. No, we'll drink at a concert, right?
There you go. Yeah. We'll have a $12 beer that's this big.
I'm loving it already. Well, thank you so much, Josh and Crystal. I think we made a love connection tonight. I mean, I'm looking forward to the follow-up. I will follow up with you guys in a couple of weeks and see how everything goes, okay?
All right. Thank you, Sean, so much. This was, like I said, this was such a fun experience, and I hope the viewers enjoyed watching this, because I'm telling you, on this side of it, I had an absolute blast. So thank you.
I had a blast as well. And thank you so much,
Josh,
for participating. Yeah, I'm going to follow up with you too, man. And, I hope you had just as much fun as we all did.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. All right. So this has been Soul Dates Live, ladies and gentlemen. The second episode, the third episode will be coming soon. So once again, if you are single and you want to appear on the show in hopes of making a love connection just like these two, just like Josh and Crystal, email is at the bottom of the screen here, souldateslive@gmail.com. Keep those emails coming. But you can also follow me on all social media at Sean Garvey ATL on Twitter and on Instagram. And if you miss any of tonight's show, you can go to reach1network.tv as well as SeanGarveyOnline.com and check everything out on demand as well as on the Flow Television Network. And thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all guys rock. Thank you for the comments. And we'll see you all next weekend. All right. Thank you so much to Crystal and Josh and to all of our daters for participating. Like I said, we're going to do a follow-up now. We're going to do a follow-up. And
we'll have good news for you. Don't worry.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank you so much for tuning in to the second episode of Soul Dates Live. We see you all again next Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.